sultry look.
Hey guys, so here I'm starting off with priming my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I love it. It's so velvety and so soft. And this is my L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This is my first time trying it out. It gives you like a medium coverage, and you can still see as I blend it out that it doesn't cover every single one of my imperfections, but it's a pretty good foundation because I don't really like covering that much anyway. I'm going in now with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in shade Warm Honey, and I use it as a highlighter, not as a concealer, because I don't really have under eye circles, so I just really focus on highlighting my under eyes, also in between my eyebrows and down the bridge of my nose. I like to blend this out with a damp beauty blender. I use the more tapered edge, and I like to use more of a dabbing motion instead of swiping because you don't want to move the product all around. Here I'm bringing the concealer a little higher up on the sides of my nose because it'll be easier later when I apply the darker shade to contour my nose to blend everything out nicely. Blend, blend away. Okay, here I look like a cat, but don't mind that. I'm highlighting the sides of my mouth and also my cupid's bow. When I highlight my cupid's bow, it gives me more of a pouty look and it accentuates my lip, and I love that. Here I'm gonna start to contour my nose with the L'Oreal True Match powder in the shade Cocoa, and the numbered shade is C8. I love this bronzer. Well, I'm calling it a bronzer, but it's not a bronzer. It's just a regular powder. It's a foundation, a powdered foundation, but I use it as a bronzer. I just picked up a darker shade than my regular skin tone, which is my advice to you guys who don't find a good bronzer. Just go and get a foundation, a powdered foundation, and it works the same. Here I'm using the BH palette. It's the highlighting and contouring. I'm using the second to lightest shade to use it as a highlighter under my eyes, and then later on I go in with that same shade on my chin, also a little bit down the center of my nose, and I'm using it also under my cheekbones. The only reason why I'm using this under my cheekbone is because later on when I apply my bronzer, it won't look muddy. Here I'm setting the rest of my face and also blending in that highlight with MAC Studio Fix powder in NC43. I love this. I wear this on a regular day when I don't have time to put on foundation. I just throw some of this on and some mascara and I'm good to go. I'm bronzing up my cheeks with the same powder that I used before, the True Match. I also like to put it a little on the sides of my forehead. This is more recommended for people with a larger forehead because I already have a small forehead, but it's also good to bring it up a little bit so it just doesn't look like you just placed bronzer on the sides of your cheeks. Here I'm using the Morphe blush palette. I love it. There's so many different options to choose from. And this is my eye primer in Persuade. It's from Sigma. And I also like to blend it out right away with a blending brush. It's very stiff. I think it's from Morphe. I'll link it down below. This is one of my favorite shadows. It's just a neutral color. As you can see, I've hit pan already. And I just use it all over my eyes, mostly concentrating on my crease, just so when I go in with darker shadows, it will be easier to me to blend out. Here I'm going in with a darker shade. This is the Morphe N35 Neutrals palette. And this one is a deeper purple color. I love it because it'll give you more of that sultry look that I said I was going for. I'm just taking the Sigma E25 and making sure I blend it out really good. Here I'm picking up a little more of that same color that I used before and just blending it out a little more. I like to go in steps. Always pick up a little bit, blend out, pick up another little bit, and blend out again. Here I'm using an even darker purple shade just to concentrate that on the very edge of my eyes, and I'm going back in with the E25 brush to blend that all out. More blending. That's the key to this look. If you blend, 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 it'll make everything look seamless. And now I'm going to just show you guys a little clip of how I do my eyebrow routine. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Caramel. I like to comb the hairs down and start with the top, like feathering it, and just little motions, little by little. Here I'm carving out my eyebrows with a Bobbi Brown concealer. I'll leave the exact shade down below. And then I'm just picking up a random Eco Tools shader brush, and I like to blend it out with that. And then after I'm done blending with that brush, I usually like to just tap my finger on it really lightly just to make sure there's nothing remaining there. After I highlight, I usually like to go back and blend out any lines that concealer might have created. Here I'm just using a NYX Black Kohl eyeliner just to give me the slightest darkness on my lash line. And then I'm going in with a matte brown, not too dark, not too light eyeshadow just to blend that out a little bit. I'm lining my waterline, and I'm also bringing it in all the way into my inner corner of my eyes, and also smudging that eyeliner a little down into my lash line. Here I'm picking up a matte brown shadow and just blending that eyeliner out. This is a very stiff pencil brush, so it's really good to blend out that really black liner. It gives you more of a smoky look, and it won't be that blunt black eyeliner. Here I'm picking up MAC Superb. It's a highlighter shade, and I'm just putting it in my inner corner. These are my holy grail lashes. They're House of Lashes in Pixie Luxe. So I start off by putting the eyelash right in the center of my eye, and then I just take the tweezer and go out to the outer portion of my eye and push it down, and do the same on the inner corner. And then I just play around with the lash a little bit to move it closer to my lash line. You always want it to be really, really close so you won't see the lash band. Here I'm highlighting the tops of my cheeks with MAC Superb. And also I'm going down the bridge of my nose. This is really like my all-time favorite highlighter. It looks wet on the skin almost. And yeah, girl, the look is done. To finish off the look, I'm just going in with Riri Woo from MAC Cosmetics. And it's a really bright red. I love it, but for this eye, I decided to go in with a darker shade over it. Here I'm just cleaning up a little bit of my lipstick. I just like to take that same concealer that I used to clean up my eyebrows, the Bobbi Brown one, and it makes your lips look seamless. This is ColourPop's Pitch, and I just put it right over that Riri Woo. And it gives me the perfect deep red color. Then I just like to take a little piece of paper towel and just dab it on my lips, and it makes it a little bit more matte because the ColourPop made it have like a little sheen over it. And the look is done, guys. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.